Greetings, cocktail aficionados. It's John Moser with a special edition of Cocktails Out of Quarantine. I wasn't going to do another video this week, but then I realized that this Saturday is the belated running of the Kentucky Derby. And I figured I've got to do a video showing you how to make the classic official drink of the Kentucky Derby. That is, of course, the mint julep. The mint julep has been around a long time. The first references to it, at least in the United States, come in a play that was published in 1770 called The Candidate. And there was a character in it who happened to be a drunkard, and his name was Mr. Julep. But the term goes back far longer than that. It actually comes from the word Julep, which is a Spanish Arabic term that is from the period when much of Spain was occupied by Arab forces. And Julep simply meant rose water. And the original juleps, we believe, were medicinal. They often contain camphor, which is something that's not particularly pleasant to consume. But the mint julep is pleasant to consume, of course. We know that it was quite common in the United States, at least in the South, by the late 18th century. And it was introduced to Washington, D.C. by the great House Speaker, later Senator, at one point Secretary of State, Henry Clay of Kentucky. And Henry Clay was the one who brought this drink to Washington, D.C. The first place it was served in Washington was the famous Round Robin Bar in the Willard Hotel. The Willard is still around today. Not the same building as it was when Henry Clay was there, but still a great Washington institution. So the mint julep, starting in 1938, ever since then, it has been promoted by Churchill Downs, which of course is the venue where the Derby is run. It's been promoted as the official cocktail of the Kentucky Derby. And it's estimated that every year, although probably not this year thanks to COVID, Churchill Downs sells about 125,000 mint juleps over Derby weekend. So this is a big time drink, and certainly it deserves an episode of this show. So I'm going to show you first what you need to make the drink and then how to make it. The mint julep is not a complicated drink in terms of ingredients. They're simple and straightforward, although it takes a certain amount of finesse. There are real mint julep snobs out there. We'll need some simple syrup, just a little bit. We will need, of course, mint. We're going to take some mint leaves, and we're also going to use a sprig as a garnish. Whiskey, bourbon, of course. And I've decided to go with a little more upscale bourbon than I would often use in a cocktail, because this is a very bourbon-forward drink. Everything else is just the supporting cast. The bourbon is front and center, so use good bourbon. I've got this fine Calumet Farm that was a gift from my dear friends Greg and Hannah McBrayer. And then I love bitters. I'm going to put a dash of bitters on there. Again, very little of everything except the bourbon. And that's all you're going to need. Here's how to make it. We are going to begin with somewhere around 8 to 10 mint leaves. I've pulled them off the stalk. And no ice in here yet, because we're going to be muddling those bad boys. We're going to put the mint leaves at the bottom of the shaker, and then we are going to add a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Yeah, just enough to give it a hint of sweetness. We don't want to hide the taste of the bourbon, which, as I've said before, is the real main event in this drink. And now we get our muddler. Crush it up good. We are going to release the oils in the mint, and of course that's what's going to give it that nice flavor. All right, and now we're going to add some ice, and then 2 ounces of our fancy Calumet bourbon. Ooh, that's so good. 2 ounces right in there, and then close it and shake it. while, we're gonna finish the thing off. I have here a highball glass filled with crushed ice. And we are simply gonna pour that over top. Oh, beautiful. Just a dash of bitters on the top. And we get our mint sprig. Stick it right in there. Ooh, it's pretty densely packed with ice. Okay, here it is, the mint julep. And if you're into horse racing, I hope you enjoy the Kentucky Derby. But even if you're not, you can enjoy a mint julep. Cheers. All right, that's fantastic. See you next time, everyone.